brothers and sisters. This is Brotha I.M. And currently I'm over here on Brush and Louisiana on the north side of Greenfield Park Elementary School. As you see, it was established in 1916, which means that this building, or this school right here, is one of the oldest in the city of Detroit. Pan to the left, and then we pan to the right. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some urban exploration. So hold on tight. And before we go in, just pan around to the right as we look at the neighborhood of how it has basically deteriorated through a number of different negative circumstances. But without further ado, this is where we're gonna head into. Sisters and brothers, before we go in, one of the things I like to say is that one of the things that you'll notice, since a lot of these old school buildings have been closed down, is that you notice that there's been an inordinate amount of dumping. And basically, once again, you see where people have dumped their trash. And a lot of this stuff is basically coming from where not so much people dumping. I'm talking about residents. This stuff is coming from like people that empty out houses or evict the residents from those houses. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on in and take a look around. And as I stated before, this is probably gonna be a short tour. And you see there's an old elevator. And we see the old staircase. That's one of the things I'm not gonna do, is I'm not gonna be going into no basements, because what I found is, just like at the Frederick Douglass School, you had a situation where it was basically filled with water. And it's a sign of the times, because basically people are stripping these places down too. And this used to be an old elementary school, by the way. You hear the water dripping. Throughout the building. And the scavengers have basically been all up and down and through here. This kind of reminds me of the old Grayling School. It's one of the old classrooms. This was an old bathroom, I guess. Got some information about STDs, teens and STDs. And as I stated before, it's a sign of the times. Old newspapers and everything. we come through, this is where the old gymnasium was. This is definitely old. Then of course, you know, this is where the students possibly used to come to enjoy their lunch during their lunch break or lunch hour. You know, a lot of people ask me, they say, brother, how can you do this? Well, like I tell them, you know, I got God on my side. I'm not gonna go too far up. Just basically taking a short tour. Not gonna go up on the 3rd floor. And as we descend down the proverbial staircase, or I should say the staircase, nothing proverbial about it. All types of people that probably been through here. See, they done already got the lockers and you know, other urban explorers have been through here looking around. And we see basically the vandals that been through here, the scavengers, and everybody else. They've been through here to get what they can. And basically what I'm doing is just documenting, you know, the devastation of what happens in an urban environment when you close down. Not just schools, but factories, when whole neighborhoods are abandoned, so forth and so on. And I always thought that this school was unique in one way because of the way it was built. And I remember one time I did get a chance to come in here one time, and there's an old bell. Don't see too many of them no more because you got electronic devices now. And we see where arsonists have basically come in here and did their damage. And just like with Grayling, it was pretty much the same situation. And you know, this school has got to be damn old because look at that fireplace. And look at that architecture. Those bricks. And then as you see, the remnants. This is how this school was kind of built like the old Grayling school. And once again, we see where the scavengers basically came through to do they do. And as I stated before, it's no accident that the windows have been taken out. If you look throughout this whole school, the windows have been systematically removed. Stepping into another corridor. Now my question is when are they going to tear down this old school? It's a closet or something. I don't plan on going in there. Ah, somebody from Ferndale has been here. And once again, another one of those old bells. So right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out because basically I didn't got enough footage. Shade there. Basically, we're gonna step back outside, and that's the end of this little tour here. Another staircase. We're looking at Parkhurst over here to the left. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pan back around as we get ready to make our way out. There you have it, brothers and sisters. My name is Brotha I.M. and today's date was the 18th of January 2011. I gotta remember that. And you just took a small tour, a short tour in the old Greenfield Park Elementary School located over here on Brush between Parkhurst and Louisiana. And just gave you a little short tour. That's all I have to say for right now. So then, peace.